Ever wonder how your grandparents celebrated New Year's Eve? We're about to take you on a fun trip through time, showing you 10 vintage party ideas that'll make you wish you could step back in time yourself. Each era had its own special way of ringing in the new year. From the roaring 20s to the groovy 70s, people knew how to party. Get ready to learn how you can bring these classic celebrations back to life and make your next New Year's Bash one for the history books. Before we move ahead, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The Roaring 20s. Bash, flappers, feathers, and fizz. Picture this. It's 1925 and the champagne's flowing at your Roaring 20s bash. The air crackles with energy, capturing that electric atmosphere in 2025. Start with the decor, sleek Art Deco lines, glittering gold accents, and feathers galore. Ladies, dust off those flapper dresses, and gents, slick back that hair. Now let's get the joint jumping with some authentic jazz tunes. Want to really transport your guests? Try some genuine 1920s party games, like the newspaper dance or sardines. And don't forget the cocktails. Mix up some classic sidecars or bee's knees to keep the spirits high. For an extra touch of authenticity, consider adding some period-appropriate snacks or finger foods to complement the drinks. But hold on to your cloche hats, folks. The glitz of the 1920s is just the beginning of our journey through party themes. Hollywood Glam Night. Roll out the red carpet. From flappers to film stars, we're whisking you away to an era of pure Hollywood glamour. Want to transform your living room into a miniature Academy Awards? Get ready to shine as we share how to bring Tinseltown's most dazzling night right to your doorstep. Let's start by creating your very own Walk of Fame. Cut out star shapes from gold paper and write your guests' names on them. Scatter these along your entryway to make everyone feel like a true celebrity from the moment they arrive. For that perfect photo op, hang a simple gold curtain with some Art Deco patterns as a backdrop. Now, for the entertainment. How about a classic film trivia game to test your guests' movie knowledge? Questions like who won Best Actor in 1954 or what film swept the Oscars in 1972 will keep everyone on their toes. To add even more laughs to the night, invite your guests to give their own acceptance speeches, thanking everyone from their childhood pet to their favorite barista. It's guaranteed to get the party rolling and the giggles flowing. Sock hop countdown, rock around the clock. As the credits roll on our Hollywood extravaganza, let's rewind to a time when rock and roll ruled supreme. Picture this. It's New Year's Eve, 1955. The jukebox is cranking out hits, and the dance floor is alive with energy. We're about to show you how to bring the magic of a 50s sock hop right into your living room. First things first, let's set the scene. Transform your space with some classic diner vibes. Lay down a temporary checkered floor, think adhesive tiles, and create a nostalgic atmosphere with retro posters of Elvis and Marilyn, alongside colorful balloon arches. For an authentic touch, set up a cardboard jukebox. It'll be the perfect photo op. Now, let's talk tunes. You can't have a sock hop without the right soundtrack. We're talking Rock Around the Clock, Jailhouse Rock, and La Bamba. But here's a fun twist. Why not have a quick dance tutorial? Teach your guests the twist, the jitterbug, or the hand jive. It'll get everyone on their feet and laughing in no time. Studio 54 New Year's Disco Inferno Countdown. The 50s had their charm, but now it's time to boogie. You might think the decadence of Studio 54 is impossible to recreate, but we're about to show you how to capture that electric atmosphere right in your own home. Get ready to transform your space into a disco inferno. First, let's talk about making an entrance. Create a VIP experience with a red carpet, velvet ropes, and some dramatic lighting. Your guests will feel like A-listers before they even step inside. Once they're in, it's all about the dance floor. Hang a glittering disco ball and set up some colorful lights to get that Studio 54 vibe. Don't forget the music. A carefully curated playlist with hits from Donna Summer and the Bee Gees will keep everyone grooving all night long. Now let's talk refreshments. Mix up some classic cocktails like Harvey Wallbangers or piña coladas. For snacks, think fancy finger foods. Canapés and shrimp cocktails will give your party that touch of Studio 54 extravagance. And hey, why not teach your guests some iconic disco moves? The hustle and the bump are easy to learn and guaranteed to get everyone on the dance floor. But if this glittery disco dream isn't quite your style, how about we add a touch of mystery to your New Year's celebration? Midnight Masquerade. Secrets behind the mask. Want to add a touch of mystery to your New Year's celebration? Transport your guests to a world of intrigue with a midnight masquerade party. This age-old tradition is making a comeback, and it's the perfect way to ring in the new year with style and suspense. Creating an air of mystery at home is easier than you might think. Set up a simple mask-making station with cardstock, feathers, and sequins. It's a great icebreaker and gets everyone into the spirit of the masquerade. For entertainment, try classic games like Guess Who or The Masked Dance. Want to up the intrigue? Host a murder mystery game that'll keep everyone guessing until the stroke of midnight. Every masquerade needs elegant refreshments. Serve up some retro-inspired appetizers like mini bacon mushroom quiches. For drinks, mix classic cocktails like the minty grasshopper or the gin-based bee's knees. These tasty bites and sips will keep your masked guests mingling and guessing. The highlight of the night? The grand unmasking at midnight. This tradition dates back centuries and symbolizes shedding old identities as we step into the new year. It's the perfect climax to your mysterious celebration, revealing surprises and sparking laughter as guests finally see who's who. If you prefer your parties with a bit more play, our next idea might be right up your alley. Retro game night, play your way to midnight. Ever wondered how to make your New Year's party both nostalgic and thrilling? Get ready for a night of friendly rivalry and classic fun with a retro game night that'll have your guests cheering well past midnight. Picture your living room transformed into a game paradise. The Monopoly board takes center stage, Rubik's Cubes are scattered about, and the air is thick with anticipation. To turn this cozy setup into a New Year spectacle, create game stations throughout your space. Set up areas for trivia, card games, and board games, allowing guests to rotate and enjoy multiple activities all night long. Want to up the ante? Organize a tournament-style game night with brackets. Nothing gets the competitive juices flowing like a chance to be crowned the New Year's game champion. Now, let's talk snacks. Why not tie your munchies into the theme? Whip up some Monopoly Money cupcakes decorated with edible currency. They're a perfect treat to munch on while waiting for your turn at the Scrabble board. But here's the real showstopper, the ultimate New Year's countdown game challenge. As midnight approaches, gather everyone for a high-stakes round of your favorite game. The twist? The winner gets to lead the countdown and pop the champagne. It's a fun way to build excitement and ensure everyone's eyes aren't glued to the clock as you ring in the new year. Vintage Vegas Casino Night. Luck be a lady. Ready to transform your living room into a swinging 60s Vegas extravaganza? We're about to show you how to create that authentic casino vibe without breaking the bank. Let's set the scene. Roll out green felt tablecloths for instant poker tables and hang up twinkling lights to mimic the dazzling Vegas Strip. Create a makeshift roulette wheel with a lazy Susan and some paint. For that true casino feel, set up a chip exchange station where guests can trade their loose change for custom poker chips. Now, let's talk entertainment. Host a karaoke night with classic Rat Pack tunes. Your guests will love channeling their inner Dean Martin or Sammy Davis Jr. For drinks, focus on a signature cocktail that'll transport everyone straight to the Sands Hotel. Try your hand at classic martinis. They're sure to be a hit. Here's where it gets exciting. Turn your Vegas night into a force for good by hosting a charity casino. Set a buy-in amount that goes to a local cause, and let your guests gamble the night away, knowing it's all for charity. At midnight, tally up the chips and crown a winner. Maybe they get to lead the countdown or win a fun prize. 60s psychedelic countdown, peace, love, and a new year. From the glitz of Vegas to the groovy vibes of Woodstock, let's take a trip back to the summer of love. Wondering how to turn your New Year's bash into a psychedelic paradise without going overboard? We've got you covered. Imagine lava lamps casting a mellow glow, flowers blooming everywhere, and the air filled with the sweet sounds of the 60s. Create a chill-out zone with comfy beanbags and soft lighting where guests can relax and soak in the good vibes. Get your guests into the spirit with a combined tie-dye and love-in station. They can create their own groovy shirts or tablecloths while writing down their hopes for peace and love in the coming year. It's a fun activity that doubles as a take-home party favor and sets the tone for a brighter future. For tunes, curate a playlist featuring the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and Janis Joplin. These iconic hits will have everyone swaying and singing along in no time. Here's the secret to an unforgettable countdown. Create your own groovy light show. Use colored lights or a disco ball to transform your space into a kaleidoscope of colors. As the clock ticks towards midnight, crank up the tunes and let the good times roll. It's a New Year's celebration that's sure to be remembered long after the tie-dye fades. Classic black tie affair, timeless elegance. Ever wondered how to throw a black tie bash that's both classic and cutting edge? We're about to unveil the secrets that'll make your New Year's soiree the talk of the town, without breaking the bank. Creating a luxurious atmosphere on a budget is all about simple elegance. String lights, candles, and metallic accents can transform your space. Mix gold and silver for a touch of glamour that won't empty your wallet. For snacks that impress, try mini bacon mushroom quiches or a retro pimiento cheese dip. Pair these with a classic champagne cocktail like the French 75. As midnight approaches, gather your guests for a memorable toast. Use vintage champagne flutes and serve your signature cocktail. It's the perfect way to welcome the new year in style. But if you're itching to hit the dance floor, turn back time dance party. Decades of beats. Get ready for a musical journey through time. We're about to unveil a party trick that'll have your guests dancing from the roaring 20s to the 90s. Can you guess which iconic moves might steal the show? Creating a dance party spanning decades is a breeze. Set up a few decade-themed areas in your space, then focus on activities that'll keep everyone moving. How about a dance-off between different eras? Or a game where guests have to guess the decade based on the dance move? For tunes, craft a playlist that flows through the ages. Start with jazzy hits like Ain't Misbehavin' by Fats Waller, then rock out to Rock Around the Clock. As the night heats up, throw in some disco favorites like Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees. Keep the energy high by announcing era changes and encouraging guests to switch up their moves. When it's time for the countdown, take your guests on a dance through time. Kick off at 11:50 p.m. with the Charleston, then boogie through each decade's signature steps. By midnight, you'll be moonwalking into the new year. With these ideas, you're all set to create a New Year's celebration that'll have everyone talking for years to come.